So, Neymar, one of the most talented players we've ever seen, but also one of the most complicated, right? Like, you never really know what version of him you're gonna get, the unstoppable superstar, or the guy injured in March again. But when he's on it, he's different. From Barcelona's treble run to his record-breaking PSG move, even those international moments with Brazil, Neymar's had some wild seasons that remind you why people thought he'd be Ballon d'Or level. Today, we're breaking down the top 5 Neymar seasons of his career, and trust me, it wasn't easy ranking them. Now this one's a bit underrated. Neymar didn't have the cleanest season because of injuries, classic Neymar missing chunks of the campaign, but when he was on the pitch, he was electric. At PSG, he was the creative heartbeat. 10 goals, 9 assists, and some ridiculous Champions League performances, especially against Bayern and Man United. He dragged PSG to the UCL semis almost by himself, and then with Brazil he carried them all the way to the Copa America final. He was named player of the tournament even though they lost to Messi's Argentina. That says it all. Even in a stop-start season, Neymar still looked like one of the very best. This season was the MSN Trio's last ride, and Neymar went out with a bang. Statistically, he was brilliant. 20 goals, 21 assists across all comps. But this season is remembered for one game, that insane 6-1 comeback against PSG. When Messi looked quiet and even Suarez wasn't at his best, Neymar completely took over. 2 goals, 1 assist in the final minutes. It was his statement game. The night he proved he could be the main man. Barca didn't win the Champions League that year, but Neymar showed he was ready to step out of Messi's shadow. And it was this emphatic season that planted the seeds for that record-breaking PSG move. This was Neymar's big leap, leaving Santos for Barcelona, stepping into Europe as one of the most hyped signings ever. And he delivered. 15 goals, 15 assists, Spanish Super Cup in the bag, and he fit right in alongside Messi. But the real highlight? That World Cup in Brazil. Neymar carried the entire nation on his back. 4 goals, 1 assist in just 5 games, and every touch felt like destiny. Until that brutal injury against Colombia. The whole country felt it, and honestly, so did the tournament. Even though it ended in heartbreak, this season was when Neymar truly arrived on the global stage, as more than just hype. He was Brazil's golden boy, and Europe finally saw why. The most expensive player in football history, 222 million euros. And Neymar walked into Paris like he owned the place. And for a while, he really did. In just 30 games, he racked up 28 goals and 16 assists. That's absurd. League One defenders just couldn't handle him. The dribbling, the creativity, the finishing. He was basically playing like it was a video game. The only problem? Injuries. A broken foot in March cut the season short, and it left a big what if. Because if Neymar had stayed fit, he was on track for a Ballon d'Or run, no question. This was the season where he showed he could be the main man, away from Messi's shadow. But fate didn't let us see the full story. This was peak Neymar. The MSN trio, Messi, Suarez, Neymar, unstoppable. And Neymar wasn't just along for the ride, he was a driving force. He scored 39 goals and added 10 assists across all competitions, including 10 goals in the Champions League alone. In the final against Juventus, it was Neymar who sealed it with the 3rd goal, capping off the treble, La Liga, Copa del Rey and Champions League. What stood out wasn't just the numbers though, it was how fearless he was. Still young, still rising, but in the biggest games, he thrived. This was the season Neymar proved he belonged among the absolute elite. And for many, it's still the best version of him we've ever seen. Of course, a few seasons just miss out. 2019/20, when Neymar led PSG all the way to their first ever Champions League final, he was brilliant, but fell just short. And 2015/16, where he scored 31 goals and grabbed 27 assists, proving that his 2014/15 treble year wasn't a one-off. These seasons may not have made the top 5, but they remind us just how consistently Neymar delivered, even if injuries and circumstances sometimes held him back. And that's the list. Neymar's top 5 seasons, from the heights of Barcelona's treble to carrying Brazil on the world stage. He's had moments that remind you just how special he really was. I'm Ranking Reporter, dropping new videos every day, so don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. What do you think was Neymar's best season?